The rift between good and evil has grown even more. Where before we just had corrupted bone mages, and later a practitioner of the dark arts who could stop time by himself. But those who studied the mysteries of the dark arts have summoned something even far more sinister back into the realm of totally accurate battle simulator. Why is it that those who come back to torment the worlds of men seem to go after the tribal faction first? What is that? Can you see it? You can barely make it out. Let's look closer. What is this dark spirit floating above the realms of tabs? It is the Dark Peasant. Do you guys remember this from original tabs? Like, the Dark Peasant was incredible. Now, this is Fern's mod, and I'm excited to see how he incorporates. Oh my god. Oh, I see how it's done. So the Dark Peasant would summon spikes from the ground, which is similar to the Bone Mage now, if you think about it. So it does make sense. Oh my gosh. That looks like pain. These men do not die in a very, comfortable way. I mean, not that dying is comfortable in general, but jeez, man. The Dark Peasant is living up to its name. It was the most OP unit. You remember the Neon faction? I mean, and we're talking about the most OP in the most evil unit to ever grace tabs, and yes, we're even counting the Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton mod for the election. But every unit is just impaled on what looks like a dark black and glowing red, like Vlad the Impaler spike. Oh my gosh. Like, look at this. We put 55 men, and I know what you're thinking. Baron, how about 100? And you know what? I have to agree with you. A battle of 100 of the tribal faction versus the Dark Peasant. I'm not entirely sure if there's a faction that's gonna be able to destroy him. I remember, oh my gosh, the spikes stop mammoths in their tracks, literally lifting them up off the ground and keeping them. Hold on, is the mammoth going to try to climb this? I don't know who we're gonna have to use. Oh, the mammoth has gone airborne. Okay, so the Dark Peasant just created a flying mammoth. Oh no. Big old Captain Mammoth here. That one is like sticking in his stomach. Yeah, we've created a mammoth that can fly. I'm surprised there aren't any mammoths. Wait a minute, blue victory. Okay. Everybody's dead. Ooh, those are dangerously close. He may practice the nether and dark arts, but he might get hit in the nether dark region, my friend. Alright guys, you know the drill. Now it is the farmers faction. There are there's exactly 100 farm units. Now I wanted to see what would happen with the wheel units. Oh, that's a third and a second spike. These things just keep summoning right below them. There goes the wheel. This poor guy. He's literally just like on a podium of pain. The poor man is being penetrated in his posthumous... I'm going for P words here, but we're trying for some alliteration. Oh my god. The man has no neck, he's an alien face. Why aren't there alien factions? We should have alien factions with little, like, green lasers, man. Oh my gosh. These poor farmers. Like, what are they supposed to do against such reckless hate? Now, the potion throwers might be able to distract them a little bit. And there's enough units that are still kind of stuck in around these spikes that maybe, through the art of confusion and, you know, the magics of man, aka potion making and other more simpler and basic and elementally based magics. Oh god, nope. That's not good. And their cries for help. Alright, so the farmers clearly couldn't do it, even with 100. Now, what about, we'll go back. Now, hearing news from basically the utter failures of attempts to destroy the Dark Peasants by both the tribal faction and the farmer faction, the medieval faction here decided to go for mostly range. Now, This should be pretty interesting. Oh, wait, is the king? The king isn't dead from one. The king is being healed on a podium here. The catapults aren't able to knock the Dark Peasant. They have achieved victory. So with a mass of ranged fire and maybe enough distraction, look at this. It is protruding. Oh my gosh. That's just brutal. That is brutal. Look at this poor knight. Straight through his plate mail, my friends. Now, if we made this army a little more realistic with melee infantry. All right. A little bit more realistic, and obviously the Dark Peasant isn't invincible. Oh my god. It's brutal. Oh. Some of these guys gets like stabbed in the nuts, and then others just like it goes through their entire body. They don't have organs, they have wooden posts. Vlad the Impaler's looking at this and like taking notes like, wow, I need to learn the dark arts of dark impalement because geez man, the Dark Peasant is nearly invincible, I think. You're gonna have to, I wonder, the Dark Peasant used to have so much health, we used to have to like trap him down. I remember making a video where we used Hawatches and spear throwers and all kinds of units that would like, with the ranged ammunition staying back behind, like unlike this version of tabs, which is actually pretty interesting. Hey, there we go. So the medieval faction's very, very good. I wonder how he's gonna do against mighty Zeus. But I wish we could do that again, try to trap the Dark Peasant. All right. 100 units seem to have worked. The mighty Greek/Roman/ancient spear phalanx, supported by hoplites in the middle and rear section here. Now, the interesting thing is, other than Zeus and like, there's no unit that is like fast firing of range. They've got snake archers and they've got ballistas. They have like specialist range soldiers. Oh my gosh, look at the flying snakes coming at them, and look at how like the shields are just thrown. Oh gosh, that's just gross, man. It's so much pain. Okay, so as soon as Zeus gets hit with a spike, I wonder what ballistas do. Like a bunch of ballistas. We're gonna try that right after this because I'm curious to see if like you can't launch the Dark Peasant off the map. Like, I know how they fly here. Ooh, yeah, see? I think right now this Dark Peasant is a little underpowered versus the one we saw in the past. All right, the ballista test. Concentrated anti-aircraft via long pointy spears. Wow. It's interesting. The more I play this tabs, the more I see the differences and the nuances. So this one I'm pretty excited for. We have 40 Valkyries. Now, the Dark Peasant summons things from the ground. So will these be, oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Oh, there goes one of them. One of the Valkyries is just out of the map. Okay, so he's actually, I just realized I said queso, and I love queso. Anyway, things are just flipping out. Who's left alive? There's like, guys, I don't know what just happened. So he has no problem against flying unit. All right, here we go. Frosted arrow test. Will these arrows stick and freeze him? Oh my gosh, look at them. He's having a hard time figuring out how to fly. Okay, ice archers are definitely a good counter to the Dark Peasant, it seems. But you do need an absolute, like, smorgasbord of them because this guy is able to take the pain. But look at him slowly. He's turning into a light blue peasant as opposed to the Dark Peasant. He's got those gray eyes, man. Very creepy. Very creepy. Okay. Yeah, clearly ice archers are a really good counter to him. Now, this is gonna be fun because berserkers jump. I'm wondering if they can get the timing right, if they jump right before they get hit. Oh, look at that. Some of them are getting hit, but like, enough of them are bringing him to the ground, I think. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. They might be able to create a cage. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh, come on, I want you to create a cage. It'd be awesome if the Dark Peasant would like capture himself in all these posts. Yeah, we're creating like a wall of men right here. Oh my gosh. Oh, that guy had a shot. Swinging and missing. Oh, right in his hips. It's rough stuff, man. First thing, the Dark Peasant. He's just too strong. And it's a blue victory again. The dark magic wins. All right, this is a range test. Hawatches, Can you do it? Oh my gosh, the arrows are almost blotting out the sun. I guess if you look in the right area, they would do that. Hawacha was a really good thing that could capture units and pin them to the ground in the past. Oh, in this case, looks like that's all it took was just, oh, I don't know, 1,000,000 arrows. All right, so what we want to do now is like a regular, oh, firework archers. That should be interesting. Ninja or 4, 5. Put a dragon in there. Monkey King. Monkey King should be pretty interesting. And a few monks. So the Monkey King will teleport. How does... I keep wanting calling him Vlad because his weapon looks like it. Oh. That's how you deal with the Dark Peasant, guys. Firework arrows. Now, will he fall off the map? It looks like he might. I think he will. Goodbye! Oh, a heavy spear. This looks like a new unit. What do the heavy spears do? So this is Fern's exotic faction, right? And the Dark Peasant is technically like the god unit of it. We thought the Time Wizard? Oh my gosh. The heavy spears like create explosions. Oh my gosh, I love that thundering sound. The sound is amazing. It looks like he's riding a broomstick, kind of. We need like a magical witches and warlocks faction. All right, so what we're gonna do is attempt to stop time using the Time Wizard to see if that works. It kind of works. And then, so he's frozen in place, allowing these guys to try to hit him with spears. Oh, okay, the Time Wizard ran out. We're gonna have to use a different one. I'm thinking instead of these heavy spears, which are pretty cool, let's go with 2 lines of archers. All right, so they'll freeze him in place. Oh yeah, and I forgot how good archers were. Uh-oh. Freeze him! He just raised his post like, Saruman! Oh man, Urukai would be dope. Dude, I can't uh-oh. All the Time Wizards are dead, and now all the archers are gonna die as well. Let's try all of the secret units. Now, I think they're gonna win because if you think about it, like, look at the secret unit roster. Fanbearer could be good, but I think he's gonna have to get too close. Gonna have the Taekwondo. If the Taekwondo gets close, it'll kick him out into, like, oblivion. We got Vlad the OG Impaler. Now, I think with the Ulra here, as well as, like, the Sensei and Artemis, you've got a couple giants that can, like, endure all the pain, right? So I guess this is probably gonna work out. Like, how many Dark Peasants does it take? Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, he was immediately destroyed. So how many Dark Peasants is it gonna take to kill the secret faction? Or the secret units? Or, you know, maybe we won't need to worry about that. Okay, and Ura just hit him. Doesn't look like it's doing a lot to him. It is changing his color slightly. Oh my gosh. Look at the ice giant in the background. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, Dark Peasant, what do you got? Artemis? Yeah, Artemis was putting it down. Okay, and the Ice Giant survived long enough. So now what we're gonna do is go back to the exotic faction and put a second one. So if you look at the money value difference, it's the secret units still have basically double the amount of gold spent on to field all of them on the field of battle here, as opposed to the Dark Peasants, which are just half of that right now. Actually, less than half. But Artemis and the Ura, as long as they don't get taken down. Oh yeah, and the cheerleader has focused on Artemis, so that's gonna be a lot of arrows. Uh-oh. It looks like in slow motion, it looks like he's tap dancing. Oh my gosh, his body's twisting around in such unnatural ways. So it looks like only 1 post was necessary to kill him, maybe 2 or 3. This guy took 3 or 4, but the Ice Giant took like, I don't know, 8? Uh-oh, the cheerleader's down. Artemis is running. There we go! Okay, we're gonna do a third one now. Come on, boys. Come on! Oh, man. It's amazing how, like, the modded units can, like, break the game and how tabs still gets broken from time to time. I just think it's so fun. I remember, like, the old version, you'd see, like, these little, like, what you think were glitches, and you had to ask yourself, like, wait a minute, are these actual, like, intentional features? Because that was really cool when the game messed up and did something that you had never seen before. Okay, so they've taken 3 out. It's time for 4 Dark Peasants now. Artemis here is just kicking butt. Especially when supported by a Frost Archer. Whoa! How did you end up over here, big guy? Look at his eye spinning. I have no idea. And you're literally just gonna hang out in a tree prison. Okay, so we've imprisoned the Ice Giant. That means Artemis is probably dead. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, that definitely, oh. Look at that. I love it. I love it. How cool that looks. The protrusions, right? I still think it'd be nice if we could like turn on and off arrows. Like if we wanted ranged entities like arrows, spears, things like that to stay on the map. Now what if we try a bunch of witches? Oh! Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the witch creates, look at this, man. They could literally create like a wall. We're building like castles and fortresses here, dude. If you ever wanted like a fast palisade fortress, you know, just sell your soul and get the Dark Peasant to do it for you. He'd gladly do it, and then have you in his servitude for the end of time. After seeing Aladdin, I'm wondering like, I wish we could have like a faction from Ababa. You could have like war elephants, you could have like magic carpets, genies, you know, and then like Arabian swordsmen and spearmen and archers. Ooh, that would be dope, dude. That's like, whenever I see something in like pop culture, look at these sound effects. I always wonder like, man, how would that work in tabs? I kid you not. Like if ever there's a battle, you know, it'd be dope. And I just think that like modded units could definitely do that. Oh, how did you get over here? I just came from the flank and started murking these guys. And I think that's all she wrote for the Dark Peasant. So this guy is called the Jouster, and I'm not entirely sure if he's an official unit or a modded unit. I don't think he's a modded unit because this is the best looking modded unit I've ever seen. I wonder if like some data miners just found it in the files. But, well, hold on. We had a little baby guy out here. And these guys fight kind of funny, but like, you can see how epic they would be if they were on a horse. In our last episode, we did like mammoth cavalry. Oh my gosh, Blue's just dominating right now. But like, these shields are dope, the helmets are dope. Have people used these? I'm surprised no one's put one of these on a mammoth before. So let's create our own little jousting thing real quick. Let's get some farming wheelbarrows. They could put them on the farming wheelbarrows. Now, with these long lances, I'm expecting them to like spittoon and spear the guys off the front. Oh, they've got the apples. Luckily, these guys have shields. Yes, that's exactly what happened. These guys are really good at countering like fast-moving units with the long spears. Oh my gosh, they wrecked them. They absolutely destroyed them. Now, what if these wheelbarrows were to breathe fire? All right, fire-breathing, charging wheelbarrows. Oh, they're pushing the jousters back, and they destroyed them. Look at this. When I see this, I'm like, oh man, the World War II faction with grenades and flamethrowers, or Vietnam. Napalm! I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Why don't we have napalm? Why don't we have all of the things? Now here we go, let's try to get them to joust for us. Now I'm actually going to get the regular farmer's wheelbarrows here, because I think that would work better. And I'm hoping they pick them up. Now let's just have like a bunch of clubbers over here. Like a big formation to draw them in, right? Alright, can they pick them up? Can we create jousting units? Not really. No, none of them stayed on. None of them were killed either, but none of them stayed on, so these poor, tribal cavemen, these savages, these poor Neanderthals. Ooh, dinosaurs? Tell you what, man. It's gonna be so good. Like, and we don't even have, like, real modding tools, and this is just, like, unofficial modding. It makes you wonder where we're gonna be when we get proper modding tools. Anyway guys, thanks for watching another episode of Totally Aggro Battle Simulator. This time we checked out the Dark Peasant, and my god, are they amazing. They're destructive. They just absolutely destroy entire armies of men, although they are weak against ranged units. Look at this. And I'm not talking about apples. Look at the guys just... Like, what is happening right now? I have not a clue. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.